Hello, it's been a while, but quite a while. Now, a Muslim celebrates Christmas, okay. Just trying to find the right setting so my voice isn't all over the place, but, yeah, this particular one stood out to me, and maybe it will bring me back to doing reactions of Chantel, but, and as you can see by the title of my video, it is absolutely not a threat at all to Chantel's well-being. It is, like I said, egg on your face and covered in it. The Muslim faith. Okay, let's put it this way. Out of all the religions, Chantel picked the most ambitious, yet the most conniving. Oh, I guess the Muslim faith is Slytherin compared to all the others. Yeah, let's put it like that. I think if Chantel did the test, Chantel would definitely be in Slytherin for her manipulation and her narcissism. But you can't play pretend and just pick up a wand and magically change your life. I know, I'm all over the place. It's hard to jump back in. But, let's start with the video for now, shall we?
Hello, Foodie Beauties.
Hey there, Beezers! Want a personalized video from me to you that you can keep forever? Or maybe a special have a pressing question for me on Cameo? It's super easy. Cameos also make great. Hope to hear from you. Bye! Wow. Isn't that nice? Come visit Canada, they said. Yeah, sure, right in the middle of winter. What are you thinking, Foodie Beauty? Well, thinking of family, so. Well, I gotta clean off the car. I did some of the driveway for my mom. And yeah.
Oh my goodness. So damn boring. But I don't remember where, oh. What a face. I don't remember exactly where it was, but this, I really should warn Chantal. Once again, not of her own well-being, but like I said, egg completely drowning herself.
Yeah, it was light snow, so it wasn't too bad. But now I gotta clean off the car. But Adi, happy holiday reverts and the whole Christmas ordeal. Okay, so stay tuned.
Yeah, the Christmas ordeal. Yeah. Muslim revert. Oh my goodness, Chantel. I'm just. It's hilarious. It's hilarious that she chose the name Miriam. It really is. I'll get into it later. Buying more food.
No, that's everything. So I came in this parking lot here. I gotta go to Shoppers and go shopping for a few things. And I'm gonna try this pinwheel, this roasted red pepper and feta pinwheel. It's actually really good. It's good. I guess this is my meal.
You can say Bismillah. You could say all the 4 Muslim words that you've learned. And there we are. So, Chantel, this video is to warn you to make sure you do not look like a complete asshole. You see, the Muslim faith is very evil. And hold on. Don't everyone get their panties in a twist. Why I say that is because it is. It's absolutely true. And I've done plenty of research on the Muslim faith. Like I have said in other videos. Oh, come on, let's try to find one where... Alright, hold on. I just can't. I can't look at her. Fine. The Muslim faith... I've been doing research since I had my nervous breakdown after watching what the Muslim faith can do. Ever since the attacks in New York, I've wanted to know why. I've been trying to regain who I was before that day in September. And no, I believe there's a lot more than just slamming planes into buildings. I believe quite frankly, the conversation was technically, hey, you want your 40 versions? I got a little job for you to do. And they did it. Because Muslims do not like how we and the free world are. But it happened, and I know part of me died that day. And died, not unalived, not died. Okay? And yes, you might hear anger in my heart. Yes, I'm very angry. I'm still very angry. If you want to know more, this is a video to warn Chantel about what could possibly be coming her way. I'm not getting into this right now. If you want to know more, please leave a comment in this video, and I will highly consider it. Only if people want to know. So, let me backtrack and get on to what so, Chantel, the Muslim faith, there's a reason why Salah left, what is he from, Syria? I forget. It's one of those, true Muslim countries, Chantel, if you were to visit, and they mistook you for a real Muslim, you would not be alive, Chantal. It, it, you better kiss the ground of Kuwait. Kuwait is nothing compared to a real Muslim state, because Kuwait, I forget how it is, kind of sort of made a deal with Britain or something. All I know is Kuwait is half and half. Little Greek, little Italiana, like. Anyways, it the rules are different. You can't just go ahead and slaughter anyone in Kuwait. You go to a real Muslim country, you'll find out right away. So, Chantel, I highly suggest you get your ass back on the plane and fly back to Canada now. Right now, before the title of the video happens to you. I heard rumors that you called ass back to Kuwait because of possible divorce proceedings that supposed husband Salah was doing. Here's here's a possible scenario that you could use so you don't look too stupid. Now I'll give you my opinion of what's happening. So it sounds like Salah is going to be getting his card to Canada by his father. It sounds like from what I've learned of the Muslim faith, it sounds like his father is gonna support him himself, but it's gonna come with a price. He's gotta come over to Canada and marry a Muslim woman, a real Muslim woman, not 500-pound Muslim woman, not wherever the wind blows Muslim woman, a honest to goodness real Muslim woman. And eventually you will be those I've been served video. I could have sworn it was another, but I think anyways, rambling. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. It's my first day back in such a long time. But yeah, I think Salah is going to be able to make it to Canada after all, by the means of his father. I do. And you're going to be stuck holding the bag in a country where you're not going to have an ounce of respect or need be there, because so I'm going to give you a scenario, Chantal, that you could use. I know you use other people's scenarios. I've noticed it for years with the Degrassi things. I've known about the Degrassi games for years with you. So feel free to use this one. Let's see, Salah cheated on me again. I couldn't stand it this time, and I wanted the littlest ounce of self-respect I had left. And I came home to Canada. You can make up some friends. I gave the cat to a lovely woman and family I met. And, do something like that. But, I highly believe that Salah at this point has no choice. His father probably wants his only son back, because sons are highly respected over daughters in this faith. It's like the thing with Henry VIII. All he ever wanted was a son. Same respect with the Muslim faith. Daughters are... Anyways, and I'm sure Salah's gonna take that into consideration and probably jump in with both feet. Because you're not giving him anything. You've burned one too many bridges, and I'm pretty sure Salah is seeing that. So, I highly suggest you get yourself back to Canada. Because a war is gonna start soon. And you don't want to be a part of it. Alright. I pretty much said all I need to say right now. I think there's probably... Oh, so yep, a Muslim celebrates Christmas. Let's look into this just a little bit further.
Oh, that's everything. Here, I gotta go to Shoppers and go shopping. Pepper and feta pinwheel. It's actually really good.
Bismillah, shove it on in. Yep. Yep.
They're really good.
Oh, yeah, sure it is, yes.
My gosh. At least my sleep pattern is fixed here. So, I wanted to talk a bit about...
Oh, we got two, yeah.
celebrating Christmas as a Muslim revert. Now, I will always remind you guys, I'm a very flawed human being. I'm trying to...
You are a very flawed human being indeed, and you decided to take on the one religion that will not tolerate lazy fat asses. You go to a real Muslim like Iran or Arabia or something like that. If you don't suck your husband's dick when he says to do so, you can get beaten to death. Absolutely beaten to death. Flawed human being, and I'm still trying to
find my way.
find my way.
I'm trying to become a better Muslim, a better person, and in the process.
I will give you an example, and granted this might be a bit of a opinion for others. Chantel, I am a born-again Christian. And the thing about sucking dicks and all that stuff, and forgive me. Alright? And I am not a perfect Christian. And Jesus takes that into consideration. Because Jesus is my Lord and Savior. And he went to the cross for me and spilled his blood. Yes, Jesus is in the Muslim faith, but he was only a man, a prophet. There is no Son of God in Islam. Muhammad certainly wasn't. People might be confused. Well, let me put it to you this way. What my faith believes is that when Jesus went to the cross, every sin, everything we did, because he knows we're flawed, we're human beings, and Satan is still on this green earth with us after being kicked out of heaven. And Jesus takes that all into consideration. You don't have anything like that in Muslim faith. Trust me. In fact, Muhammad hated the Israeli faith and the Christian faith because they banished him from it. He wanted to try to join up and try to, let's. They took one look at him and said, absolutely not. And right then and there, he hated Christians and Jews. So, yes, even though I sin, and I do not like you, and sometimes you probably could say I hate you, you are a disgusting, vile human being. But in my faith, all I have to do is say sorry. You keep prancing around with that scarf on your head. It's nothing more than a chin spank when you used to wear the leopard shirt to hide your four chins. It's nothing more. You're trying to be pious? Absolutely not. So, to become a better Muslim, better person, and yeah, okay.
And you know my past, my history, blah blah blah. Okay.
Yeah, yep.
Now, when it comes to celebrating Christmas,
You mean putting ornaments on the trees and all that? That's not the Christian faith. That's a pagan holiday from Saturnalia. Go ahead. Put the ornaments on. It's yes, I have the tree, but I do not put I don't worship the Christmas tree. It's just for decoration and it's cozy.
I don't celebrate any religious aspect of Christmas, okay? I basically barely ever did in my life. Like, my family is not really practicing religious.
Yeah, and that's what usually happens when a family doesn't practice anything. They get confused and try to look for more because when you're atheist, I was atheist for a while after 9/11. How could a God let this happen? But after years of understanding, anyways, I don't know, they're just, and then any religion will do sometimes when some people are just so, picture a sogging wet dog kind of thing in the rain with their ears all sad and hanging low, and any kind word will do for some people in your darkest times.
So, actually, when we celebrate Christmas or the holidays, it's mostly in the way we take it, the way we celebrate it is a traditional family gathering thing. It's not anything to do for us with any religious aspect. And we look at it in a more, would it be like secular way? I don't know. Just like,
Secular, absolutely.
I don't know. It's always been the tradition, and they celebrate it more than I do. Like, I'm doing it for the family. I'm just doing it because my family is Christian, and my family is the ones who celebrate it more than I do now, because I am a Muslim revert. I have explained that to them. They're very understanding, but they still do, want me here for Christmas, like in the traditional way, to be with family, for the family to be complete in a way. And, I understand that. I do get nostalgia for like the snow, the Christmas trees, the decorations. I still love the lights and the decorations. And in my eyes, I'm just appreciating other cultural practices. These are kind of like my own. I grew up doing this, and it's not that easy to just stay away from it. So if I was praying to Jesus on Christmas and going to mass and all that kind of stuff, that would be considered unacceptable as a Muslim revert. I understand that. But just appreciating another culture, appreciating other beliefs without partaking in them.
There was a Hindu person neighboring to my church. And it all makes sense when I tried to invite them. I had no idea they were Hindu at the time. Most religions say to have absolutely nothing to do. No presents, no dinners, so you do not sin. You jumped in and had a good old time. You're supposed to stay away. Run from sin. Which you are clearly not doing. You're greedy. That's one of the worst sins you could possibly do. Along with others. Yeah.
In a religious sense is the angle I go for, is what I do. So, and if that is not acceptable in this life, I will find out about that when I meet Allah. Like, anything.
So, sorry. So, you make a fool of yourself now and then go to Allah? Why does that not make sense? Wouldn't you want to try your damned hardest before you go to meet Allah?
I don't, I've decided part of also being Muslim is not explaining your bad deeds, not exposing your bad deeds and talking about them more. If you've done something bad and you want to repent to it, do it to Allah. Don't do it to the internet.
Chantel. Scatgate, that's all I can say.
This and that. And so I just wanted to explain that,
the numerous heinous things you did to Frenchie, the things you've said, but because of the war that is going to be coming, I don't know, was it every 60, 70 years that the world becomes anti-Semitic again? I mean, I'm playing the game right now, and funnily enough, every time I kill a goblin, it has, I can collect coins. It was with Adolf Hitler, and now it's the Muslim faith going after the Jews. Yep.
kind of where I'm going, like, that's neither here nor there. That's a topic for another video. But I want to say that that's just basically my opinion, my take on it, and there's mixed opinions on it.
The problem is with religions is there are too many opinions, and in the Quran, it is so much different compared to what Muslims are being taught by the people in the mosques. It's like the Catholic faith. It really is, even though it is practically a sect of Judaism, the Muslim faith. With the ham, no ham for Muslims, no ham for Judaism. Muslim faith, Jesus was a prophet. Judaism, Jesus was just a man. Anyways, I'm rambling, sorry.
There are a lot of Islamic scholars who believe that it is, fine to wish someone else who is
It is not okay with Muslim scholars. Absolutely not. And if anyone wants to know more, please look up Dr. David Wood on YouTube. I've learned quite a bit from him. With proof. As he's from Talmud and the sacred books of the Islamic faith. Nothing the scholars say actually contradicts it completely. You really picked a winner of a religion, Chantal.
Christian to Merry Christmas, for example.
Nope. That one of the reasons why atheists use Xmas instead of Christmas to Christ Mass. No. The only faith they hate more is Judaism. Trust me.
Just like people say Ramadan, Mubarak, Ramadan Kareem, people who do that whenever Ramadan comes around, they're just respecting our way, our religion, our culture without.
Yeah. In Kuwait, in Canada, in the United States, I saw a lovely Muslim woman. And I said, oh, I hear Ramadan's coming up. Oh, yes, thank you. And that's why they're all coming here, because they don't want acid in their face when they let something slip out of their mouth. Once again, that's why your husband fled his home country. No. Like I said, if you were in a country with Sharia law, they would be sending body parts back to your mother.
Without.
And YouTube, look it up if you got a problem. Anyone, look it up if you have a problem with what I'm saying. I've already done my research. I've done. How long has it been since 9/11? Long time.
Worshiping, without having that religious worship part to it. I think it's just respectful, and that's fine. So that's just basically my take on it, just for a bit of an explanation, because I know I get a lot of comments like that from confused people, like, you're Muslim, you're Muslim now. And
So, not without my daughter. Let's just put it this way. Not without my daughter. Those are real Muslims. That's what happens with real Muslims. Fake Muslims are the ones that don't blow things up or people. A real Christian is my own pastor at my own church. A fake Christian is Joel Osteen and Joyce Meyer, and they like to take little tidbits out of the Bible and tithe to me. And once again, this is all truth. I've done my research.
why are you down in Canada celebrating Christmas? And I'm actually just here celebrating.
You're here visa hopping.
Time with my family. Some of the culture comforts that I do like around the holidays, sure, but I'm not in any way worshiping Jesus. I respect Jesus.
Fair enough.
Muslims do. We respect other cultures and other religions, so it makes sense to me that we
You're right. They do. They do respect Jesus, but not on a level of Muhammad.
would be allowed to, say Merry Christmas and kind of just be there, but for the family, not for the religious part. So I hope that clears.
Let's put it this way. Um, yes, he can go about saying Merry Christmas and all that stuff. But a curse be upon anyone when the doors are closed, so to speak. Chantal, I want you to look up tequila. Not tequila, tequila. Like chichilla, tequila. I want you to go ahead and look up tequila.
Things up for you guys. I'm not too sure. That's just basically, you know. Anyway, so I just I'm just gonna be doing a lot of vlogs, reflection videos, maybe some shopping, some Christmas lights, stuff like that. Just showing you a bit around my experience here, the holiday season, and that's it. So.
Oh, and before I leave you all, this is also for Chantel. You were talking about Vyvanse. I had a problem with that too until I worked around it and found a couple of other medications, and I found one that worked for me. I still highly suggest. I mean, I don't want to get into it, but there's not just Vyvanse out there, and it will bring your weight down, definitely. Because I see some problems that like you getting all upset. I think there's a problem there. And see how all calm you are now? That's exactly how I am. I scream and throw things and get red as a beet. And then after my little episode, I feel much better. When people think of ADHD, now I'm just giving you what goes on with me. People think ADHD, it's not exactly hyper, oh, I gotta run on the treadmill. No, it's just hyper, your brain's just like exploding. Like that's what it means, quote unquote, hyper. I I I highly suggest when all this is over, or uh, it sounds like maybe they don't believe in that in Kuwait, but I highly suggest when you can go to a doctor, tell them Vyvanse didn't work for you, and possibly try something else. It might help you with the outbursts. Alright, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Just a little warning so she doesn't look like a foolish idiot. Because, apparently FFG went to some kind of psychic. I don't believe in psych. I do believe that people have the power to understand the future. Whether this psychic was, truthful or not, I believe those kind of gifts can be in the way of demonic. But it sounds quite possibly like this arc will be over by this year, because it does sound like, because in the Muslim faith, which sounds like you don't know enough about this little gem, it sounds like his father is indeed finding a wife for him. And once this father does go ahead and secure a wife for him, he will be called to Canada. And he will, Chantal, I guarantee you, be taking that advantage. I believe his father wants his son back, and palling around with you in Kuwait is, in the Muslim faith, like I've said, you can have pretend marriages to get your rocks off, quite frankly. They could be minutes, hours, days. And if the woman becomes pregnant until the child is born. That is your faith. That is the Muslim faith, and it is all true. I dare not tell a lie. So, it does sound like your husband is... I mean, Muslims can have 4 wives. But it sounds like he will, by the end of this year, be reunited with his father, have a wife, and possibly a child. I mean, he'd be shunned like the Amish. I promise you that. Well, sorry, a couple of clinkers. It's been a while. I hope this video finds you well. I'm sure it won't because I only have 65 followers or subscribers. I mean, I really don't give a shit how many people. I mean, 65 is great. If I had more, it would be excellent. Fine. I'd rather not pay for loyalty, but have it just for being me. God bless and grow a brain.